Okay, I remember because we've talked about how like there's a difference that you hit. It's almost like a puberty thing where you realize, and that doesn't happen to everybody, but definitely happened to you, happened to me. Where you realize the difference between a movie and a film.
Yes.
And it's like this awakening. And sometimes some movies are films. So like, and you watch it again as an adult, and it's a completely different experience. E.T., right? Poster behind me. I don't even know if it's visible.
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. Pulp Fiction's a film, mostly.
Film.
Not a movie. Really.
Not even mostly. All the way it's a film.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
E.T.'s great because it's a movie.
Right.
But secretly, it's a film.
Mm-hmm.
Godfather, film all the way. And so,
Shark Boy and Lava Girl, film.
Yeah, film, classic, one of the best. That, Gone with the Wind, Citizen Kane, and
Shark Boy and Lava
God
Girl
would be the third one.
God would be the fourth one.
The fourth one, yeah. So there was a moment when, I'm talking now. I'm like all into it and like.
It's cool. It's cool. Talk
okay,
into it.
so
You're fine. Yeah.
So there was that moment where you had these video games that then were like more than something. So I was like 7th, 8th grade. Summer of 7th grade it was when I was playing Morrowind. And my favorite game up until that point was Halo. Mm-hmm. And Halo was this huge, like, impactful thing. And it's totally, like, it's full of art and all that. But I've been delving into this Morrowind game, which is completely different because the whole thing was just some country on some disc that I could go into.
Yeah.
And the country was so different and strange. And everyone there, it wasn't a... It wasn't an egocentric, and I didn't know this at the time, but it wasn't like most games where it's all about you. In Morrowind, you're just a stranger, and like everybody's been there a long time, longer than you, and they're busy doing their things. They're growing their salt rice, they're managing their ebony mines, they're trading their slaves, they're wielding their magic, they're engaging in their political factions, they're shipping their goods across the Sea of Ghosts.
2002, this came out.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, 2002, huh?
2002.
I keep saying 2003. It is 2002, I think.
So.
Yeah. So then it's a game that, first off, I didn't even know how to story when I first played it. I played it for a full year without knowing it had a story. It's just like messing around, going to these different cities, wherever I wanted to go. And then when I did discover there was a story, because it was so subtle, it's so easy to miss, the story ends up being one of the most absolutely incredibly deep, beautiful, haunting, real, very real seeming, historical experiences. And that moved me so much that I remember we were like in Hawaii at the time when I was like, for like 2 weeks where I didn't have an Xbox to play anything because I've been playing it all summer. So I'm like actually experiencing, this life thing. I remember being in the water consciously around like the sunset and like a wave crashing over me. This is on Black Rock Beach, Maui. And me having this like epiphany that Morrowind, not Halo, was actually my favorite game. And the deep sense of how special it was. And so that was like a profound experience. And then I had the experience in films and other things later on in the road. I wasn't totally into games forever. I'm not a big gamer. I don't play a lot of games.
We were OG to Morrowind too.
Yeah.
We were.
You think, yeah.
Before
Oblivion.
That's right.
We
had
on
it
Xbox,
before
yeah.
Oblivion. Yeah.
Although I think I was playing it around the time Oblivion came out. I don't think I was playing it in 2003 at all. I think I was playing it in 2005.
No, not at all.
I would have been 12 in
it
2005.
was already pretty old when we got it, but it was like right before Oblivion came out. But we played it first, or at least I remember playing that first, before I even knew what Oblivion was. So we were like right at that golden age of Bethesda.
I'm just that thing is not a video game. Like that thing is something else.
Yeah,
it's better than some of the greatest literature I've ever encountered.
Oh, it is.
The greatest films I've ever encountered.
It is like the best.
It happens to be a video game, but you call it. That's why I hate that term video game because it's such a bad term. It's so antiquated. Think about the words in that video. Like that's like what video is an antiquated. It's like VHS, right? Video.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And then game, and it's like, can you really call it a game if I give you another country that you can go into? Is that a game? I don't know if that is.
They didn't put that on, your passport when you travel. It's a game.
So,
welcome to Thailand.
Yeah. welcome to Australia, home of the shipping containers. Okay, we should tell that story.
No, we should.
Reddit. So.
But yeah, you're basically saying that.
So what I say is, as a young adult, which means I graduated high school and I didn't know what to do, but I was so interested in so many things, and art and things, and really like film and things that you're interested in.
Oh yeah.
And video games were just like whatever. First off, I didn't understand how video games worked. So and I could Google it, and it was like insane. I knew programming was involved, but I had no idea how to do it.